I'm George Rogers on the scene here in Maracaibo, and this is Shell's Wonderful World of Golf, a series of international matches played on the world's most famous golf.
Well, folks, you couldn't have picked a better day for golf. We're playing today on the surface of the sun. I'm sorry, that's not right. We're playing in Houston, Texas.
A little hot.
In August. It's very wise.
Index, probably 108 today, something like that.
If you're joining us late, we've played one hole of golf. Match play, Nassau. We're going to play 5-5-5 today. Hole number one was inauspicious. Both players with a routine par. Started on the right side of the fairway, middle of the fairway up on the green, and two-putted, and we're tied after one. Our broadcast continues. Tom Dallam on the second tee. A little short, water right, trouble left. He's chosen mid driver. And he has hit a gem. Left center of the fairway, which is optimal. Generally, we describe that as tits. Well done, Tom Dallam.
Typical Brian, forgot his glove, delaying us. Bit of a space cadet, Brian Ridge, yet when focused, can hit some spectacular golf shots. Had to adjust himself, that happens. It's a guy thing, all you women out there. Alright, as Brian said, this is a short hole. If you go too far left, you're blocked out by the tree. Right is death in the water unless you can carry it. Which looks like he's going to set up for just right down the middle. And he pulled it a little bit, but nice butter cut to it. It's going to be in just fine shape left side of the fairway. Well done.
Two lovely drives. Tom will be hitting first. He's about 22 yards behind Brian, but in great position. This tee shot was described by our announcer at the tee as tits. He has been properly admonished. That is not a politically correct or me too type of terminology. It did seem actually fairly accurate, though. Here's Tom with a tucked pin just over that trap. Sounds a little thin. I think he's judged the yardage well. Looks like it's on the green, probably middle of the green with a front pin, but likely par, maybe a run at a birdie.
Brian Ridge, 63 yards from the pin. Kind of an in-between shot here. You got bunker, short, long as death. Cannot go long here. End up in the woods.
You know how much minus it is?
I do not know how much minus it is.
Right back.
TV timeout. Pin is -4, ladies and gentlemen. So that would be a nice place to put it, underneath the pin, about 6 feet. He caught that a little thin as well, but it had a nice soft bounce, so I think it'll be just fine.
And after two shots on the second hole, it's going to take Pythagoras to figure out who's further away. They're nearly identical, just separated by a mere 6 feet. And about 20 feet to the hole. Not bad shots, not great shots. Hole 2 will come down to putting. It does look like Mr. Dallam will be putting first. Measurements 31.5 feet for birdie on hole 2. Ball does go a little to the right. He's hit a good pace and a good line, and he's just missed a putt. A generous competitor would give him that. We all know Brian Ridge, not known for his generosity. He'll mark that.
Brian with a similar putt. If you notice from my putt, it moved a hair left to right, but not much at all. From his angle, it might move a hair more left to right. Let's see if he gets the speed right here. He chuckled as he putted it, so apparently he might have stubbed it a little, but easy par.
You're on.
Just a
Short advertisement break for SOS, electrolytes for your water. Looks like urine, tastes like urine. I think we decided SOS stands for shit on shit, because it is terrible. Do not buy this. Thank you.
Here is Tom, 184-yard par 3. Started right at the pin, but wind and a little open hands, I think, made that go right. It's going to be in the bunker, right side bunker. It's a okay shot there. He's got a little bit of room to play with.
Yeah, not my best effort there. Had a 5-iron in my hand. Felt like it. I don't know if it was going to be enough. Kind of rushed the downswing a bit. So, have to rely on my good bunker play. Brian, 184. Help from the wind. I'm guessing he's hitting a 5. Might be hitting a 6. Play here is the left half of the green. Let's see if he takes it there. Started out even farther right than me and is still going right into the trees. It's going to be a battle for par here. First one to par will probably win this hole. Here's my ball in the bunker. Not a lot of green to work with. Going to be tricky. Brian, way over here. Got lucky though. No trees. Clear shot. It's going to need to hit a high one over the bunker. Stop it immediately, as there is very little green to work with here. Out of the rough, it's going to be hard to get any spin on it. It would do well to get within 10 feet of the hole. The key is just to take double bogey out of play and get it on the green. Most amateurs would try to lift it in the air and leave it in the bunker. Let's see if Brian is better than most amateurs. Lines up. Oh, boys and girls, guess what he did? He left it in the bunker. Ouch.
All right. Challenges galore here on the 4th shot, par 3. Tom's advantage, hitting 2 out of the bunker, originally hitting 3. Bounced off the sand. Just ran off the green. Not the worst event in his life, but not the best.
All right, here we go, Brian. Trying to save bogey now. I will tell you that bunker was pretty hard packed. It was tough to get anything underneath it. He's double checking his club there. He's not sure what he's got. Hoping for a miracle. Got under it just nicely. Left of the pin. Good distance, but it's got probably about 15-20 feet to try to save bogey.
Our group's had its first pace of play warning. Last hole due to 2 double bogeys. A couple other members here racing up. Words were spoken. Thomas ran around like a little girl. Brian stepped like a man and told them to just wait their turn. Either way, cooler heads prevailed, and Tom tees off on 5. Tees off brilliantly on 5. Apparently playing just a straight, long shot today. Seems to be a smart strategy for most golfers.
All right, Brian steps up. This is a par 4. Forced carry over water if you take it down the middle or to the right a little bit. Easy to carry. It's only 200 yards to carry. Woods are on the left. You don't want to go left. You can get blocked out quite easily. Plenty of room right. Although if you go way, way right, there are trees there too. I've seen that happen a few times. Smooth swing just right down the middle will be the plan right here. He quacked it a little bit into the trees left. Just missed the first tree. Still rolling left of the cart path. Out in the open though, he might be able to squeeze something through those trees. Here's the good news. Brian is out in the open here.
left of the cart path can go over these trees here. It's about 124 out. Just a hard wedge. Dig it out of that rough. Should clear the trees no problem. Let's see if he can execute here. It's pretty well struck, but it's going out to the right and kicks right, and I believe is in the bunker.
We did not see Tom's approach. Brian Ridge, who, by the way, is a professional AV guy, took a picture instead of took a video. So we had all his commentary and everything else lost to the world. It was brilliant, too. Sadly lost like tears in the rain. Tom, exactly pin high, little green to work with. Probably going to play this high. He's done it. He's got a little spin on it. Kind of race through. He'll have that 12-footer remaining. Yeah, not a bad outcome. Not brilliant, not bad.
Yes, Brian's AV capabilities are a bit stretched right now, but you know, we're hoping with more practice he'll get better. Here he is in the bunker, laying two.
It's not a good sign.
Laying two. Not a difficult up and down. He's got plenty of green to work with. Unlike I had. I'd actually prefer to have what he's got right here than what I had. Let's see if he can knock this within about 3 feet. Well, it was kind of weak, but it rolled out. The good chunk and run approach with the sand game. He's got about 8 feet to save par though. So, and he's doing a wonderful rake job, maybe, sort of. Not really. That's okay.
Fifth hole, we're tied. Tom from, let's call it 11 feet, Ridge from 9. Tom first. Players have been overreading the break all day. Tom's an excellent putt reader, though. He's likely to put this either in or awfully close. He has not overread the break at all.
Up and down. Okay, I've put the pressure on Brian here. Made a nice 12-foot putt. Side winding right to left. Brian's putt's pretty straight. A little bit into the green up the hill. Let's see if he can hit it firm enough or if he babies it short. And he missed it just out to the left.
He's hit a good putt.
At least he hit a good putt. If you want to call that good, we'll call that good.
Tom is unwilling to relinquish the tee. First because he won the draw, and last because he won the last hole. Front 90 is +1. Tricky par 4. No real good place to put it. Useful shot. Looks just like a good line, maybe a hair left, but I think it's not into the tree. Yeah, it's going to be just brilliant right there. No issues. Plus his boyish good looks.
This is a short par 4. I took it down the left with a nice cut, and that's really the way to play this hole. Bunker's right, trees left. Accuracy is a premium here. Brian takes it down the left side. It's trying to cut. It's a little low. Takes a left bounce. It's going to have some tree issues most likely, but might be able to work through that.
Tom measures his approach after a fine tee shot.
108.
That is just premium position. Looks like the pin's tucked just on the second tier. Again, Ridge has outdriven him, but this time to a great issue. He's under the trees. Tom is wide open to the flag. Starting to see a chink in Brian's armor. Sorry if that's politically incorrect. Tom takes a note from Ray Kroc, if your competitor's not doing well, if he's drowning, stick a hose down his throat. So expect this one to be tight. I think it is. It is certainly right at the pin. Is it there? Right at the pin. Just under the swale, not quite to the second tier, but man, that line was, it's like playing darts with this kid.
So here's Brian. Like he said, he's got some tree and bunker issues, really. Because the play would be to punch it up there, but if he goes left, he can't go at the pin or he'll be in the bunker. So the play is to punch it out to the right front of the green. You go too far, you're in another bunker though. So let's see if he can get this field just right. Probably using something like a 7-iron, we're not sure what. What are you using over there, Brian?
Punchy 9.
Punchy nine. Okay. He wants to draw it, so he's gonna aim right side of the green and try to draw it around. Run it up. Well, he got a lot of air under that and a little too far, and that's going to be in the back bunker, boys and girls. Aggressive play by Brian Ridge. Down one, but acting like he's down more than that. Well, that's about as lucky as you're going to get. There was no bunker back there, but certainly a lake. He hit the fence, and I guess he's trying to lobby for a free drop, even though it was in the hazard.
It was not marked hazard at all. You find a hazard mark over there, I'll give you $1,000.
I see a red stake right in front of me.
Certainly within the hazard.
Not outside of the hazard?
Outside the hazard.
And then the fence was in your way. All right, we feel like, because even though the fence is in the hazard, this ball was outside of the hazard, he feels like he should get a free drop, so we'll give that to him. So laying 2, needs to get up and down for par. Here's the pin over here. Elevated green, needs to get this up in the air. About a 1 hop and a stop would be the way to do it. Up in the air. 1 hop, 2 hop, 3 hop, 4 hop, a lot of hops, but it's a good shot. Still rolling, about 10 feet.
Tom, maybe into the wind, as it turns out. Probably the only reason that ball wasn't super tight. Second shot was into the wind, as he does his mathematics to figure exactly where this ball is going to trundulate towards the hole. If you're rooting for Tom, likely a 2-putt's good, because Ridge doesn't make putts. And he's made a fine effort, but still 7 feet away. If he makes it, the hole is his and he's +2. That left for par.
Brian has not given me that putt, which is okay. It's an easy putt to make. I'll putt it, but let's see what he does here. See if he can put some pressure on me and make my putt even longer. Straight up the hill. Might turn a little left. Oh, he pulls it. He pulls it, boys and girls. Kind of cut across the ball. He's got some work to do with his putting stroke right now. And I am up 2 holes now.
No roll with Thomas's drive. Actually went back about a foot. Fine place to be, though. Middle of the fairway, like he's been virtually all day. I don't know if he's missed a fairway now that I think about it. He's in a rescue club. He's just going to hit it up there, get himself a wedge into this hole. It's never easy to reach. It's well protected. Wind at us and long, so other than that, it's easy. Man, the kid is on his game. That ball is just spanked right down the pipes.
Once again, Brian outdrove me by a fair amount, probably, I don't know, 25 yards, but what we have shown today, boys and girls, it's all about hitting greens and putting. Really just putting. It's
Still feeling some pain from that last 3-putt. Honestly, I felt so comfortable over it. I thought I was gonna make it, and almost did make it. Brian is indecisive right now. A lot of times he's gone for this green in two. It's never really been able to get there in two, especially into this wind. I don't think it's possible. It's very well guarded by bunkers. He's got an iron in his hand, so Tour Pro is laying up, boys and girls. Tour Pro is laying up. Probably ooh. And when we say lay up, he really laid up, laid it up. He might be still 200 yards out. We're not sure. That was not his best effort. I don't think it ever got off the ground, but I think the indecisiveness might have gotten him there. I don't think he was ever committed to a shot. Kind of rushed himself too. All right, well, he was 250 out. To give you an idea of how he hit that 5-iron, he's now 175 out. So if I did my math correctly, I think that's a 75-yard 5-iron. So, you know, it goes to show you, it's not all about the drive. He outdrove me by a bunch, but now I'm probably 75 out and he's 175 out. Let's see what he does here. Pin's on the left. Let's see if he goes pin hunting or if he goes middle of the green. He is playing it smart, going middle of the green, well struck. Much better than the 5-iron he hit. Oh, it's a side. It looked like it was short, but maybe not. It might be an optical illusion. I think he's on. It was well struck ball. In between.
A tale of two golfers here on 9. Ridge drove big, shanked. If you're looking for shanks, it was a pretty good shank. I mean, it's a quality shank. Tom just hit a smooth, clean drive, blistered a rescue club. Finds himself 88 yards. 88 yards from here to victory.
Gap wedge, which is a 100-yard club, 3/4 because there's wind in the face. Try to hit a controlled shot. Controlled shot in there. That's the goal.
Overthinking.
Oh my goodness. And he decelled into the...
Looked smooth all the way, and then it didn't. Just a decel. Recipe for disaster. I think he just didn't trust his swing and was afraid of flying the green. And when you decel,
Quite honestly, I was in between clubs.
there it is.
Never be in between clubs. And then pick your club and commit to it. Even if you think it's not the right club, you think it is. Because if you don't commit, then you do that. You chunk it in the funk. And I just let him right back into it. It's very disappointing. Very, very disappointing.
Tom's got a career in human resources where he's managed luminaries, multiple industries. One thing I'll know is he'll not be outthought here. He will let that shot go. He'll come up to here. I'm going to get into the shade. And he'll make a shot. He'll make a putt. Par is the likely outcome. His lie is fine. Little uphill. That lip looks worse on TV than it is. He'll get over that lip fine. Will he get it tight? It's the only question. Well, just enough to get over the next edge of the sand trap into the front of the green. Not brilliant. Now he's hunting for a rake. I'm going to stop filming. I'm going to go get him a rake. Well, in a turn of events that Nostradamus couldn't have predicted, he was sipping a Red Bull while sitting on the Blarney Stone and wearing the sorting hat. Just 2 holes ago, Tom was up 2 with 2 to play. Now he's down 1 stroke on this hole. And a wee bit longer away from it. So without drama here, this match could be all tied after 9, but you never know what's going to happen in the game of golf. Maybe you can roll in a long one or let me screw it up. Pace looks good. Didn't turn quite as much as he thought. Raced it by a little bit. See if Ridge can return the favor and run this 15-footer 10-foot past.
Well, yes, it has been a turn of events. I've really pooped the bed last couple, just some mental errors, honestly. right, this is for the win. And he pulls it. His putting continues to not be great, but he's going to get a par out of it anyway. We're going to make him putt this, though. Okay, good par. And he takes the hole. Poop.
All right, after a push on the front 9, we find ourselves on the 10th tee. Difficult hole. I don't like it at all. My lack of skill, part and parcel for my opinion of the hole. Dallam hits it. I think he likes it. It's a little right, but right is the right play here. I think he hit it pretty far. I already hit. We're in a similar locale.
It's in the fairway, right side of the fairway. Faith, tough hole here. Really
Pars.
wind in our face, too.
Par ain't gonna lose this hole.
No.
Your filmographer is staying in the cart because it's, to say it's warm is like saying that I'm handsome. It's accurate, but tremendously understated.
Uh-oh. That's wet.
Ugh, must have drawn it. Yep, we saw a splash. I don't know if the TV cameras picked it up, but just over the edge of the green to the left, we saw a little dive that the ball took. He'll let it go. He'll make the next one.
Yep. My swing felt good there, actually, but I think I just caught a little bit of grass behind the ball and it shut the club face. As you can see, there is water left, so you cannot go left here. We got bunkers on the right. Probably an 8-iron for Brian here. Let's see what he does. Takes advantage of my mishap out of the rough. Not a great lie, but sounded good.
Made it very safe.
I don't know where it is.
Right bunker.
Okay, right bunker.
It's always a sad march. You're going to side where you have to drop a ball, and you sadly said goodbye to the last one, but gave him a little drink on a day where drinks are virtually imperative.
Drop to the bottom.
Now he's left it in the rough and unfortunately sat down a little bit. Yeah, just give a little tug to that. It should release upwards. You'll want to land it 2-3 feet on the green and watch it roll out tight. Boy, he's done it. He has done it.
Oh, roll. Come on.
Comes up just a little short left, but man, that was a well executed golf shot.
All right, I am I'm laying 4, trying to make a 5. My only saving grace is Brian has shanked 2 out of the bunker on this trip so far, and a shank here would put it in the water, so it's got to be in the back of his mind right now. Little demons he's struggling with. Tons of green to work with. It's not a hard bunker shot, but when you've shanked it a couple times, it can be, anything seems hard. So let's see what he does here, boys and girls. Well, he didn't shank it. He did his chunk and run special, and man, is it running. Good Lord, it's still running. And it's still running. Okay, he's safe though. He's got that putt for par. All right, he's got his uphill putt here now to win the hole. Boy, he's got momentum on his side right now. And he made it! Look at that. Oh, well, that's kind of disappointing for me. Good putt.
Thanks. Now, just for giggles, would be an impressive 5. Tough hole. If you lose a ball and still have a 5, one should be pretty happy about it. Heartbreaking.
All right, we're on a par 3 now, and boy, we're having problems. It's so damn hot. This phone keeps heating up too much. We're having to wrap it in ice and a towel just to keep it cool enough so we can video this. That's how hot it is. It might be a warning to not golf, but nothing gets in the way of golf for us. Okay, this is a nice par 3, 171 yards to the pin. The pin is up today. You can see there's water left that really doesn't come into play. A bunch of bunkers on the left, and the bunker that comes into play a lot is that one on the right. Brian is headed at that bunker. Sorry to have predicted that shot, but he landed back part of the bunker. Hopefully it rolled down to the bottom.
Well, Thomas kindly opened the door a couple times for me. I have done the same thing here. Don't feel comfortable with my line. Tom's really, like I said earlier, throwing darts. I think he could easily return to that performance with a confident swing here. Well, that's a lot of confidence. Yardage feels right, certainly not long and left of the pin. That is going to end up rolling even a little closer, probably pin high, 11, 12 feet. Excellent golf shot.
Much better. No hook into the water. That's great. I'm happy about that. Brian was worried I was going to be plugged into the face of the bunker. I told him I saw it bounce out. And luckily for him, I was right. It did. It's not too difficult of a bunker shot here. Not a ton of green to work with, though.
Well practiced. You know me well. I don't like going to the beach.
He's still. The good news is he hasn't El Josel'd any today out of it. I think he's getting his confidence back. Let's see what he does. Measuring it. Taking a little bit of extra time. Fighting some demons right now, I think. And here it goes. And he pulled it in. Get on there. Wasn't his best effort, but hey, it didn't shank, so that's improvement.
Game of momentum. Might let the momentum shift here. We're nearly the same quantity of paces away from the hole, but he's here in 1 and I'm there in 2. Rolls this in, he's won the hole, and we're back to even for the whole match. Let's see what happens. Eleventh hole, solid putt, turning. No, it just gave up. Looked like it was going to bend right in there, and somehow the laws of physics prevailed, and the ball was left out. That's a heartbreaker there as well. Now he's putting for a triple. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I feel like now I've gone from probably losing the hole to having a chance. It's gonna get in there, folks. This kid has a little issue finding the hole. Oh, it was so close! And the drama, I tell you, the spectators are at this point amused almost, but hey, an illegal putt. You can't have 2 feet on other sides of the ball when you hit it, so we're gonna assess an additional penalty.
You got it, 13.
13 and a half on the German scorecard.
All right, here it is to tie the hole. That was just some fun and shenanigans earlier. Tying it. Confident stroke back, actually, and that's in, boys and girls. Well, it's struck. Okay, we're on hole 12. Brian is still up 1. The heat is starting to get to us a little bit, I'll be honest.
We're a lighter blue. It's
sweat
seems to darken the shade.
We're getting a little wobbly out here. This is a tough par 4. There's more room right than it appears. People like to go left, but it's kind of death to do that. So here we go. He's taking the club back and hits a nicely struck draw. A good spot. What's up? People driving on the bridge by, waving hi. It's a friendly club here.
Same hole. New contestant, Tom Dallam, finds himself just down 1. After have a little bit of a bad run. He's got a couple pars, but I've been a little scrappy, so able to keep a feeble 1-stroke lead. Demands a little bit of shape on this hole. He'll favor the draw. Well, good news, it started towards the hole. Bad news, it's not where you want to go.
Is that branches or the ball that fell in the water?
2 things fell in the water. There are the 2 branches. One squirrel branch, ball, squirrel branch. We're not sure. You can drop over there, worst case. I don't know if it's any better.
Yellow stake here. I hit again.
Well, would it think it carried and hit back?
Doesn't matter when it's yellow stake. You still have to drop behind it.
All right. It's probably like Mr. Rules all of a sudden. Good swing, good swing. I don't know that was your ball. I honestly don't know. Certainly. All right. That ball is much more friendly to the arborists. Tree didn't like the first swing. Fairway hated the second. A little bit of gamemanship here as I left Tom's laser at the last hole and required him to go all the way back to get it.
After I've already lost the ball.
After in the water. It's a little probably over the top, but man, I will do anything to win a game of golf. Sounded like he cut it slightly thin, didn't get a lot on there, but he's looking at Lay Lakes. Oh, it's front edge of the green. Mr. Squirrel coming across to get a vantage of that golf shot. He's probably clapping. I don't know.
Okay, big advantage, Brian. He's 132. Over off to the right. He's got to go up over those trees and over those bunkers to the flag.
Oh, sit. Sit.
He's telling him to sit. I did not see it. Oh, he's fine. Much to do about nothing. He's middle of the green, I think.
All right, we continue hole 12. Bit of a foregone conclusion. Unfortunately, Tom's ball hit a branch pretty hard, and both the branch and the ball went in the water. From there, he put it in the fairway. Second try was much more productive. Fine iron shot, but he finds himself pretty long way. I hit it past the pin, but can't be too upset about it. I've got 15 feet per bird. Tom's got a long one. See if we can get something going here, putting one tight or close. Get a little momentum for the next hole.
Not even going to mark. Measure, nothing. Going by feel on this one.
Pure instincts. Spidey sense in play here. I think his spidey sense was overall very good. Just a little shot. Well, that's a damn good putt from this yardage. Ray just conceded that.
Double bogey. Well, he can 3-putt for the win here. Man, I'm really I don't know. I'm gonna blame the heat right now, but I mean I don't want to blame myself, so it's better to blame something else. But let's just go ahead and see a birdie here. What the heck? And it's looking like a birdie. It is. Oh God, he just missed it. Wow. Good par.
That thing really turned late.
Yeah. Okay, here we are on hole 13. Brian's got a commanding 2-hole lead now. I've really let him back into it. It's a short par 4. The play here is to take it down the left side of the fairway because there's bunkers and trees on the right that you just don't want any part of. He's just hitting an iron. Playing it very smart, laying up with the iron. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to hit driver because I got to get something going here.
Tom Dallam, folks. Driver's aggressive play here. But he's hit the driver very, very well today. I can think of one errant driver shot only. Gets hold of this, he's going to be greenside. Hit it great.
Brian hit a nice 4-iron down the middle of the fairway here on this hole 13. It was only 312. We accidentally played the up tees. We realized it afterwards, so we're too tired to go back to the other tees, but he's got 108 in. I think he's going to hit a gap wedge, elevated green. Oh, well struck. He's heating up, boys and girls. Heating up. And just left of the pin about...
You're up. Thank you. 70 couple yards away. Thomas hit a really good drive. He had a soft spot, so the ball kind of plugged. We're going to have the reverse angle. Get a little Spielbergian in here with our fancy camera. Hopefully live through it. Good swing. It's coming right at us. It's coming right at us. Lands up on the green. Rolls up. to 6 feet. Not sure if the camera's picking it up, but the grandstand has erupted here in Southwest Houston. What a golf shot. All right, I played my putt both quickly and ineffectively. From about 18 feet, I left 4 feet left. I hope Tom makes this, because then I don't have to miss this putt and be embarrassed.
I want to make it.
It would be for birdie. Just him and, we're going to call it seven solid feet of green between him and a beautiful birdie. Things that are birdies. Tip for you kids at home, anytime you come to a fancy place that charges a couple $100 to play around a golf, go ahead and stock up on markers and tees while you're there. They're not going to charge you more. Maybe just wait for the staff when they're not looking, but then just go in there like you're grabbing as many tees as you can. Stock the hell up. All right, fresh off a birdie, new life, oxygen abound for Tom Dallam on the tee here, just down one. Thwapap. He's playing just a buttercut left side back to the center of the fairway. He said it's a 3-shot hole. That's what he's going to do.
Yep. Just keep it in play on this hole. That's all you got to do. It's a 3-shot hole. You get greedy, then you get in trouble. Brian steps up. This is a par 5, by the way. Dogleg right, but you don't want to really, you don't want to cut anything off of that dogleg. Just straight out. Slight cut of shot. Oh, he cut it a lot, but that might end up okay. That might, oh, I heard trees. And he got a little greedy. What did I say earlier? Don't get greedy. Yep, not happy about that.
I'm leaving that tee.
He's gonna take that tee with him. He paid a lot of money for that tee. Well, Ryan got pretty lucky. It came straight down. It did hit the tree. It could have gone over there out of in a hazard, but straight down here. Problem is, look at that big tree in front of him. So smart play to take a 4-iron, hit a punch cut left of it. Don't think he's not going to be able to get much club over it, so I think he will do the punch cut out to the fairway. And he worm burned it. He did keep it away from the trees though. It is in the fairway. He's gonna have a long 3rd shot. He's dropping another one. He didn't want to keep that taste in his mouth, so I'm gonna try this again. And that was better. Much better. Club twirled on a shot that didn't count. Just for the record.
Thought for a minute, contemplated his options. Choose his rescue club. Gave him momentum. A minute ago, Ridge looked unbeatable. Before that, Tom was unbeatable. Now the momentum shifted back to Tom. Perfect position after one. His partner, or opponent, his opponent was not much further ahead after 2. A lot of thin. I think the grass held it up where he's a little further out than he wanted to be, but he probably unimpaired to the hole.
Not great. Ryan is in the fairway. That's good news. Bad news, he's 205 yards into this. Green on his 3rd shot on a par 5. Lots of bunkers right. The play is to go just left of the flag. He's got room left. We'll see how aggressive he plays this. He went well left. Well left. He hits the hill and kicks hard left. The good news is hill, he's not in a bunker. Bad news is it's gonna be tough up and down.
143 yards out. That tree above us, it's got to be in his head a little bit. And now that I've pointed it out, it is. I wouldn't call Tom's effort a struggle bus quite as much as mine, but his 2nd shot he didn't love. One good shot here, and he's made up for it. Ball jumped out pretty nicely. It's going to be short, maybe short of the trap. maybe in the trap. He'll have something to do. Up and down would be the hope.
Yep. We found Brian. He is, good news, he's in the shade, on dirt. Well left of the green. He's got to get it up over a big hill right here.
This ain't fun.
No grass to hit underneath the ball. And then somehow he's got to stop it on the green. Blind shot for him practically with such a hill in front of him. Just got to trust it. That was pretty well done, actually. Very well done. Look at this. Wow. Heck of a shot.
All right, I have to say I'm a little proud of that last shot. Nothing to hit off but dirt. I was happy to be on the green. I ended up having a chance for par. Tom's got to get this ball up. Not a ton of green to work with, but uphill lie helps the effort. Oh, he loves it. Oh, it just dribbles out. Really caught in that first tuft of grass. It almost stayed in the grass, but slivered its way out. 3.5 feet for par. What a sand shot. I overread mine, actually misread mine. Thought it would go a little right and it went a little left probably. Leaving this putt for Tom to take the hole and tie the match. Sand save attempt from 4 feet. That's in. What's up, squirrel? Here we are in the 15th tee. Match that has been roller coaster ride, all knotted with Tom Dallam unsheathing his 3-wood for the first time today. He will aim a little right of center with newfound vim and vigor from winning the last hole with a par. He says "gah," which I think is a phraseology is unworthy of that shot. It's fine. Doesn't demand a long shot. He's right edge of the fairway. Probably a little further than needs to be out.
Not very far.
With a shaky competitor, anything in the fairway is probably victory.
Yeah, on that was the fact that I hit a little on the heel. Didn't go very far, and I was hitting 3-wood, so.
Expect a good spin, folks.
I'll make sure I capture the spin with this shot. Let's see that spin. There you go. Almost fell.
Get in the trap.
Yeah! The trap takes a lot of balls on this hole.
Those keeping score, they probably just mentioned, but we're tied. 164 yards away from the hole. Tom Dallam in the fairway. There's his ball. Hello, bunker to the right. We've discovered my frequent trips to church pays off. I have somehow slid out of the bunker, flat lie above the bunker in the shade.
Very lucky. Very, very
Fortune favors the handsome. Yet prove it again.
While we have a moment, we're taking a poll. Brian is, his shirt is covering up his belt right now, but he's wearing a black belt today with the blue and gray. Question is, should he have worn a gray belt? What do you all think? It's also
Matching underwear.
he does have matching underwear, so I'm going to give him some extra points for that. I think a gray belt would have worked better with this ensemble, but you know, he's better than he used to dress at least.
For no reason.
All All right, let's see if you can take advantage. Uh-oh, shutting down. We've had to switch to my phone. Brian's phone died. so we'll splice this together. I'm gonna hand this over to Brian.
All right. As you were told, we got a new equipment. My camera decided it's out of energy. Time for Apple to take over. Tom, you know the lie is obviously helpful. It's uphill. His feet are severely below, though, so it's not like it's the cheeriest thing of all time, but I'd expect a pretty good attempt here for his third shot. Spun it out just to the right. Distance control was near optimal, maybe 8 feet left. Have fun raking. I would say mine was a C minus putt to get me 3 feet away. Just enough to tease him like I'm gonna miss it though. So when he misses, I dash all of his hopes and dreams by hitting the center of the cup. Tom is first for a sand save par, which he has done.
Nice. All right, I'm pretty happy about that. 2 sand saves in a row. Made this 3-footer a little longer to try to tie me. Momentum shift is in the air. And he missed it left.
That hit some shit.
Huge momentum shift. Now he's blaming the greens.
I guarantee that thing.
Not blaming himself.
Shifted left for no reason.
And I think it moves left.
16th hole. I just hit a putt. I should have been more firm. It's a little whiny because I think it caught something that pushed it left and made it miss left, but if I hit a good putt, it was in. We are on 16th hole. Thomas now has a 1-hole advantage with 3 to go. A difficult par 4. Easy to go through the fairway, difficult to cut the corner. Got a little cut on it. I think that's a really good line. I think he's going to be awfully good, awful happy with that shot.
Got away with that. It had a little cut on it, but you want to hit a cut here. The tree, the small tree, just to the right of Brian's head. That's what you want to go over with a slight cut. Too much of a cut though when you're in all those woods. Well, he went well left. It's cutting. Might go through the fairway. The wind will probably hold it up a little bit too though. That's gonna be just fine. All right, Brian's in the left rough here, but rut row, tree issues. He's gonna have to go under those branches. You can see there's bunkers on the left. The play is front right of the green. Now I can speak from experience. Had to do this punch shot. You punch it too far and miss the green right, then you're in trees over there to an elevated green, which is no fun. So it's a delicate balance here. See if you can get the mix right. Punch it far enough, but not too far. Ooh, that's a big swing. Makes it look like, makes me think he's not punching. Let's find out what he's gonna do here. He's kind of looking right at the pin. He's gonna get aggressive here. He is getting aggressive. Oh, he's going right at it. That is well struck. Is it gonna hold? Is it gonna hold? Is it gonna hold?
It's over.
It might be handy. I don't think it's too far.
Film majors out there, you might think there's an odd choice that Brian keeps going with for an angle to shoot a golfer.
Lazy.
I'll tell you right now, I'm sitting in the cart. This is going to continue to be the angle you're going to see. Tom, off the tee in another solid fashion. 160 couple on the green. Puts him in good stead. It's left. Might find it's left of the bunkers even, but he's gonna have a decent chip opportunity over there. Certainly not his best effort. Here's where we find Tom, where his third shot will be played from. All he has to do is dig it out of a nested bird's nest lie. Over trap, onto green, into the hole. Good confident practice swing, steps up. Hopefully rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. I don't know how good that is, but man, it looked good from this angle. We're gonna go up and see what it was.
Yeah, that was, I'm pretty happy with that shot. See my ball to the left there, shadows. We're looking for Brian. He went long, but not too long. You handy right there?
Man.
Yeah, he's handy. This is pretty simple little chip, actually. Not a ton of green to work with. Brushing the grass, getting a feel for it. Get the shoulders aligned with the hill. Putting a little chippy-roo on it, and
jump a bit.
It's got some work left. A little meat on that bone. Okay, I missed that. Missed it right. So I'm in with bogey. This is to win the hole, even the match. You got it. Good putt. Good up and down.
Woot! We're back even,
square.
folks. Here's where we find ourselves. Sorry, we've been doing this a lot of recap stuff, but I mean, this is down to it. We're in the 18th hole. Water left, water right. Only about 900 sand traps between here and an island green. I'm just very happy with my layup shot. Looks like Tom is going to attempt to lay up as well on a similar line with an iron. He is not happy with it, but it is not tragic. It is a little heavy left in the rough. He will have a view of the green just from a lot further away than he wanted. Well, he has so many things going well for him in his life. He's got his health. He's got a huge. Overdid himself with his choice of matrimonial bliss. He's got Heather in his life, so you can't be too sorry for him for screwing that shot up. But
yeah, worst things in life. Hit a bad shot.
He will hit next. We are even as far as strokes. I've got him by, I would guess, 40 yards, but let's see what he's sitting here in the rough. Hopefully I can step on it before he hits it. I see it. It's not a horrible line. Actually sitting up very nicely. We mentioned the island green, and technically it's not. It's a peninsula. I apologize to our George Washingtons of the world that like to have accurate descriptions of the landscape.
152 to the pin.
152 yards to that lovely green down there. Again, not a bad lie. Tom's probably hit about a 4-iron. He's not a big hitter. He's deadly with that 4-iron.
8-iron, thank you.
Oh, he says 8. He split the difference. I doubled it. Not a 4, 2 4s. He says an 8. All right, we'll be quiet as he hits this ball. And the chunks get him again. He is accurate with his chunk shots. That stupid shot might roll into the green.
No, just short of it.
Short. There's a little hill, an embankment right before that green. That ball and club never made a fair contact. Kind of like me on my first dates. I get in there and try, but it's usually not much going on.
Hard. I'm just glad it's the last hole, boys and girls.
It's winding down.
It's been a hot one. A lot of golf in the last several days. All right. It's live. Handoff. Brian's got a nice lie in the fairway. I'm going to guess he's, I don't know, 120 out. What is he?
126 is all.
126. Yes, water, 270 degrees of water around this green. and a bunker left. So anything in the middle of the green's a great shot right now. That's all you got to do. Probably a smooth wedge. Can he withstand the pressure? And it is well struck, right of the pin. Plenty safe and dry. Short, but very safe.
Weak right, but acceptable.
Much better shape than me. It's gonna come right down to it.
You get a couple chunky shots, but worse things have happened to humans. He is just short of the green. I think he's likely to putt from here. It's a hike. That's 60 feet plus. A little bit of a ridgy thing going up there eventually, if you can see it on the broadcast. I hope you can. He will take his time. I am sitting kind of fairly good here. It's probably fairly straight uphill putt, but I got a 30-footer. He has looked at it from every possible direction, taken his calculations. He is now constantly lining up for his putt. He has hit it. I don't think it's gonna get there. The hill's gonna get it. It's a fine golf shot. Man, it just trickled over the hill. Still 6 feet remain, but from 73 feet, he's probably pretty happy with that outcome. Now we'll see what Mr. Ridge does.
Right, well, that was a tough putt I had there. It did hop on me a little bit, but I'm not too upset with where he ended up. Brian's got a long one himself, not nearly as long as me. Still probably 30-some feet. Up a ridge. Appropriately so. This is tight. It makes my putt a lot longer. Here it comes. Up, climbing. Is it going to make it? It's got some meat.
Sports books. There's a lot of people looking at on their edge of their seats right now. The line was crazy. Early it had ridge, but then the smart money came in late with a big move where we had Dallam be the leader before the match start. Then when we kicked things off, it moved around a little bit here or there. It's one of the biggest betting weekends for Vegas. A lot of people have been talking about this quite a lot. A lot of analysis was done. They're watching these two putts. We got a 7-footer and a 5-footer. Let's see if we got a little thrill, a little depression on who. Tom has hit a good putt. It has slid just by your good. Woo! Well, I think he's going to give me that putt if I wait long enough. Let's see how it turns out.
I'm not in a giving mood. Okay. Sorry about that. We got things upside down. Okay, here we go. Right side up now.
Hard for me to bring a putt when I'm upside down. All right, the green's going left. I think the green's going right, so that makes me comfortable.
Your brain is going crazy.
Right as we step up. I think it's an inside left.
Don't forget about the sun. The sun might be moving it a little bit. He's tamping stuff down.
Inside left.
This putt
A little firm.
is for $10. And if he makes it, he stays in the barn tonight. If he misses it, I'll let him stay in his guest bedroom. It's up to him what he wants to do here. And he made it. Good putt.